Kenya, tamu sana, tamu sana. Mutula Kilonzo Jr. earlier today made some remarks that are really causing a lot of political heat and debate. And those remarks have also been captured and quoted by KTN News. Kalonzo Musyoka made a personal decision, not the community or Wiper Party. We can't be forced to Azimio. Soon we are giving the direction Wiper Party and the community is going to take. That's Mutula Kilonzo Jr., Senator Makueni. And from those remarks, it's very clear he is taking a divergent opinion from what Kalonzo Musyoka said yesterday. And so far, senior leaders have actually responded to that. One being Professor Kivutha Kibwana. Kibwana, taking to his Twitter handle, or rather Twitter account, had this to say. Kivutha Kibwana: if Wiper gives contradictory messages to Ukambani and Kenya in general, that will not be healthy. The party leader made a pronouncement. Some people should not continue to hold him hostage. Azimio is the way to our future. What other option is Junior proposing? That's Makueni Governor, Professor Kivutha Kibwana. So in this video, I want us to understand exactly what is happening in Wiper and specifically what is going on or happening with Mutula Kilonzo Jr. That's our analysis and discussion right now. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. What does that mean politically? Before actually we dig deep into that, let's also see what Matungulu Member of Parliament, Stephen Mule, had to say about Kalonzo joining Raila Odinga. Have a look at this video. Yes. Looking at the senator's remarks and then comparing them to what Matungulu Member of Parliament Stephen Mule is saying, those leaders are reading from different pages. But all these leaders are very close Kalonzo Musyoka allies, all Wiper Party leaders. And you can see clearly that they are all talking different things. One is still complaining that Kalonzo was not talking on behalf of Wiper, while another one is actually organizing a rally to welcome Kalonzo and Raila Odinga. So that's just an indication that Mutula Kilonzo Jr., as much as he's accusing Kalonzo Musyoka, that Kalonzo never spoke on behalf of Wiper, he's actually himself not speaking on behalf of Wiper. Because largely parties in Kenya are about personalities. When Kalonzo talks, it's Wiper that is talking. When Raila talks, it's ODM. Ruto talking, that's UDA. Mudavadi, that's ANC. So we can take it literally to mean that Kalonzo spoke on behalf of Wiper, while this senator here, Mutula Kilonzo Jr., is actually just airing his own personal views. And then secondly, Mutula Kilonzo Jr. is cleverly using Kalonzo's name, or rather Kalonzo Musyoka, to gain popularity in Ukambani, and in this case, in Makueni. Mutula Kilonzo Jr. being a clever politician, he knows that there is a perceived notion that Kalonzo Musyoka is indecisive. So he wants to exploit that perceived indecisiveness of Kalonzo Musyoka to be seen that maybe he might be talking on behalf of Kalonzo Musyoka, so that he can get some sympathy or rather some mileage in his quest for Makueni gubernatorial seat. He's just seeking attention. And he's seeking that attention by using Kalonzo's perceived indecisiveness to be seen to be a very staunch Kalonzo Musyoka defender. He's very tough and very strong in defending Kalonzo Musyoka. And then thirdly, I am seeing a situation where this young Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr. is actually overrating himself in Ukambani politics. And that is very similar to what actually Muthama also did. You know, when Johnston Muthama was with Kalonzo Musyoka, Johnston Muthama was very popular in Ukambani. And that popularity of Johnston Muthama entered his head into now thinking that he was also actually a force to reckon with in Ukambani. So he started actually fighting Kalonzo Musyoka in Ukambani. He wanted anything Kalonzo did, he wanted Kalonzo to inform him or to consult him. I'm seeing such kind of a thing with Mutula Kilonzo Jr. He might have been, actually Kalonzo Musyoka might have not informed him or maybe sought his advice before Kalonzo joined Azimio. So Mutula Kilonzo is just airing these agreements, or rather his annoyance, because Kalonzo never informed him. But I'm seeing that is a blunder on his side, because actually the same route Muthama actually went, Mutula Kilonzo Jr. might actually go that route. He might be thinking that now is a brand, or rather is a force to reckon with in Ukambani politics, and he might be tempted now to start fighting Kalonzo Musyoka. And that will augur very negatively for his political ambition in Ukambani. Mutula Kilonzo's popularity, he's enjoying that popularity because of his closeness to Kalonzo Musyoka, and for the mere fact that he is in Wiper. Without Kalonzo, without Wiper, he'll just realize he's just another Johnston Muthama in Ukambani politics. And then also looking at the senator, there is also a remote possibility, and I also want to act as the devil's advocate here. There is also a very remote possibility that Kalonzo Musyoka might be using this senator to put pressure on President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga to do as they did agree. You know, we are being told that this issue of inanimate and some things have actually not been finalized. So maybe Kalonzo is just cleverly using this senator to put pressure on the president and on Raila Odinga to do as they agreed. Yes. So that maybe can just get some better deal or some good deals as they did a talk. Because also I'm saying that, because it's a given fact that Kalonzo and or rather that team of Azimio, even though largely they have agreed on the basic structure of that coalition, there are some nitty-gritties still to be fixed here and there. And you know, if you're not careful, you can just be shortchanged in these small things. So this senator is just maybe being used by Kalonzo to put a little bit pressure on Raila and Uhuru to do as they agreed. And then also from the look of things, this senator is one person who was also being considered as a hardliner. In fact, this senator and also Kitui Senator Wambua, these were leaders who are being seen as hardliners. And I still believe that even today, they might still be hardliners. And that also just shows and exposes their lack of respect for their party leader. A party leader saying this, and then a senator comes to say the opposite. That also just exposes lack of respect by some of these leaders. And that's an indication that maybe these leaders, in one way or the other, they have a low opinion of Kalonzo Musyoka. That's also something coming out clearly. But also, just as in the case of Cleophas Malala with Musalia Mudavadi, we might be seeing another Cleophas Malala in Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Those are all possibilities. But above all, having said all that, it's very clear that this member of parliament, or this senator, is actually overrating himself in Ukambani. He wants every decision, every move Kalonzo makes, he wants Kalonzo Musyoka to consult and seek his advice. That is one thing I'm seeing here. Secondly, I'm seeing a senator who is actually using Kalonzo's perceived indecisiveness to actually get some political mileage in Ukambani. He wants to be seen to be a very strong Kalonzo defender, to be very strong in defending Kalonzo Musyoka. The end sum of that, or rather the end game of that, he wants to get some sympathy or attention in Makueni that will enable him be elected as Makueni governor. And then finally, I'm just seeing a confused leader, a leader who maybe wanted Kalonzo to go all the way to the ballot, so that they could actually now use bad ethnicity against some leaders for them to remain relevant. But now that Kalonzo and Raila are working together, they that line they wanted to use of actually using bad ethnicity against maybe Raila Amolo Odinga, that line is now closed. So they must now go back to the drawing board to actually come with a better narrative that they can actually sell to their people. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did state when I was starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers, out of Kenya, I'm very much humbled for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana ye.